Welcome. Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Grace from Gracie's Diamond Worlds, and if this is your first time stumbling on my channel, I would love for you to stumble, stay and subscribe by hitting the subscribe button down below, next to which is a notification bell which will go ding each and every single time I upload a new video. Today we are going to do a WIP and chat. And what is a WIP, I hear you ask? I'm glad that you did. A WIP is a work in progress. So with that being said, get out whatever, let's get the words out correctly. You get out whatever it is that you're working on. Is it a diamond painting? Is it a cross stitch? Is it a colouring book? Is it you sitting there and watching the traffic go past? What is it that you're doing? Do you have me stuck in your pocket whilst you're doing the vacuuming? I'd love to know. Although you may have difficulty hearing me over the vacuum, I'm sure you've got it all down pat. Anywho, a work in progress. So this is a work in progress. It means it's a piece of work. This is not going to work out well today, but I'm going to do the best that I can, because it has been like what seems forever that I've done a WIP and chat. So get out. This is my piece of work, my painting that I'm doing, and if you wish to know what I am working on, it is Melody in Pink. Okay, it is a 90 by 120 Josephine wall by Uniquely Yours and Rose Prophet Creations. I am currently going to be I'm halfway, guys. I'm halfway. Super impressed and happy that I've gotten this. So I've done all the top bit and I'm down to this square here, which is what this is here. The diamonds are phenomenal. It has been such a joy to work on, such a joy to work on. And let me just, I've got a light pad under here, perfect. What am I working on? Ooh, I've just told you what I'm telling you, you're going to have to keep up. You're going to have to keep up. And if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm going to let you know as to why I'm a bit about all over the place at the moment. Okay, so what are we working with? We've got two pens here, both from Enablers Outpost. They're the thick pens because I like them thick. And I use two of them because this one here is thinner than this one. This is thicker. And this one here allows me to get into my containers. And speaking of which, what containers am I using? I'm using my favorites. My large tic-tac-toe containers. Yep, so I've got them all in here, and I am using a nail polish stand. I will try, if I can, to remember to link it up in the eye here where I purchased this. You'll actually, I think from memory, even see me time-lapse putting it together. That was a whole lot of fun. And I have decided that is my most favorite storage because it just kind of sits there. See, it sits just there. And there's my tripod leg, and there's my extension cord power board. Yeah, you see all the things raw and I don't know what happened there, but raw and unedited is how we roll. It's all the things today. It's all the things. The tray was made by my offspring number 2 made this tray for me. I love it. I use it. I use it all the time. He made it with a stopper at the end on his 3D printer. He's made me 3 actually, a purple one and a green one. Don't tell him, but I think I've lost the stoppers for the others, which I'm really sad about. Anyway, over here we've got what are these? I don't know if they're sparklers. Anyway, check these out. They're gold. 2 different shades of gold. They're from Diamond Dots, and I will be using these to enhance further things down below in the painting. I haven't gotten to them yet. We're working on this section. You can see I've got just a little bit to go. So I thought, you know what? It's been such a while that I've done a WIP and chat and caught up with you guys and seeing how everyone is. So let me scooch you down so you can see what I'm working on. Is that working out for you guys? Let me know. Does that work for you? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe get you a little bit. Don't you gotta love when you gotta fiddle around with a camera? Like I said, it's been a hot minute Look, there's the statue. And even through the light pad you can see, oh gorgeous, see that's this little statue here. You can, oh where? This is it's a thumbnail, yeah? It's teeny tiny, you're not going to be able to see it probably, but it's a statue. I kind of akin it to like a Logie statue. So let me get a colour out. There's a bit of confetti in this section here, so I'm going to be chopping and changing. Unfortunately, when I cut the plastic to this, it's cut in two. See, look. So I just kind of sit it there. I haven't got any, although I've got a million of them, I haven't got any of my cover minders out to deal with that. Oh, and wax wise, I'm just using the pink wax, just normal pink wax. Nothing special today. Just gonna. Oh, and at the end here, I've got a 10 placer. Can you see that? 10 placer rose gold steel or stainless steel. I'm not sure, but it's metal. Let's call it metal. Let's go with metal. Stainless metal multi-placer, and I didn't even bother changing out this one. That's just the normal plastic one. On this one, I have a 7 placer metal multi-placer and a rose gold single placer. Unfortunately, at the end here, the rose golds come off at the end, so it's got a little black edge or black end. Doesn't bother me. It hasn't affected the use of it or the functionality of it. Aesthetically, it's lost all its rose goldedness. Is that a word even? Is it a word? I don't even know. Rose? No, it's not a word. I just made it up. And you know what? I'll make it up. I'll make it up as I go. How does that sound? Okay, so not to harp on and on and on, but you will have noticed, those that have been around or maybe subscribed and thought, oh, Gracie hasn't put up a video or a WIP N CHAT in such a long time, what's going on? If you've been coming to my lives or if you've been watching my community posts, you will know that I lost my dad. He passed away just a few short weeks ago, and hence why I just haven't been on the tubes. I've been doing my live streams. Those that have been coming along, and you know, I've been doing my live streams. It's been just a bit of a therapeutic way to keep connected with everyone, I guess. Let you know that I am here. I'm here, and I don't know, it's a weird feeling. It's not that I feel obligated to do them. I feel within my heart almost a necessity for me to just stay in touch, because I know that I haven't been doing unboxings or videos or anything like that of late, and at least if you don't catch them on the live and you catch them on the replay, you know that I'm still around and I'm here. I guess I'm, you know, that I'm here and trying to do the best that I can. Trying just to do the best that I can. I've got a lot of friends that are reaching out at this time, and I love them all for it. I think I tried to name a few during the live, and I was fearful of doing that just in the event that I might have missed anyone, and I didn't want to offend anyone or leave anyone out who's been reaching out and touching base, and it's so very well appreciated. And sometimes I feel like my responses are short, or I might just heart a comment or so on, and it's not because it's an unappreciated gesture that someone's reached out to me. It's just more a case of sometimes I'm just not in that headspace to get into too much of a full-blown conversation, if that makes sense, or sometimes I just have to reserve energy Don't tell me I tipped all those out just for one. No, two. So a massive thank you to all those who have reached out on a private platform, whether it be Messenger, video calling, at a time of, you know, at times when something like this happens, it can be overwhelming, the generosity of people's kindness and support and thoughtfulness is, I'm humbled. I'm so humbled. I'm so humbled by, you know, the amount of, just the kindness that. And when I say generosity, I'm saying the generosity of the time that they take to reach out and think of me. This chick from Melbourne, you know, who just over 12 months ago started a YouTube channel, and who knew that it would be so much more than a YouTube channel, but a case of actually having found so many dear friends. And some of you have become some of them, you know, my closest best friends, and I mean that sincerely. I mean that sincerely. It's I talk to some of you out there more than I do to those that are here in my face-to-face life, if that makes sense. And not because I don't want to talk to my face-to-face peoples here. I do talk to them. Don't get me wrong. But it's, interesting. So today is the 9th of April, and the days have all kind of blurred. I don't even know, what are we up to? 3 weeks? I don't know. Dad passed on the 14th of March, so if today's the 9th, I'd say it's around 3 weeks. Gosh, it's almost going to be a month, and it feels I don't know, it just feels, I guess, if I'm going to be honest, like I have been honest, like I'm honest with myself, I'm honest with people that ask and so on, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually quite numb. I'm very numb. I'm very I think numb is the word. Numb is the word. I'm very self-aware. I say that a lot, and I am very self-aware, and I know exactly what's happening, and I'm numb. I'm in denial. I am talking okay here with you. I guess probably my voice is a little bit croaky because it's early in the morning here, Saturday morning, and I thought, you know, even though I have intentions of doing my live, which I will be tomorrow morning, when I say tomorrow morning, today's Saturday morning here in Australia, and tomorrow morning on Sunday is when I go live, but I don't even know where I was going with that thought process. You might find this WIP N CHAT might go all over the place. But yeah, I've just woken up, and you guys are my morning voice. You're hearing my morning voice. You're hearing my wake up in the morning morning voice. Yeah, I'm kinda just in the numbness stage and taking it day by day, and I'm doing all the cliche things. I'm doing all the, you know, you can only, you know, day by day. It's only relatively fresh, and I know all the things. I know all the textbook things, you know, everyone, and it's things that I would say to someone too. It's like everyone's journey is different, and things will happen, and I will deal with it in the best way that I can. And I guess I've said it to a few people, not many, but here is a bit of accountability that to admit to the whole wide world that no, I'm not coping. I'm not coping. And I know I'm not coping. Well, I'm coping, but I reckon I would call it artificially coping. I think my mind has deliberately blocked things out. Not I think, I know. My mind has deliberately blocked events out. I know Dad's gone, but no, I don't know that he's gone. You know what I mean? I'm in that stage. I'm in that thing where he's gone, but no, this is a bad dream. So I'm kind of in that headspace at the moment, and I think my mind has just gone into self-protect mode until I'm ready to face reality of what's happened. I mean, I know the reality, I just don't want to face reality. I don't want to accept it. I think, yeah, and that's why I said I'm in that denial stage, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit that I'm absolutely so aware. I know what I'm doing to myself, and it's not that I'm doing it deliberately, or, well, I guess my body and my mind is doing it deliberately, and I need wax. I guess my mind is doing it deliberately to protect. And so on, and I don't want to force it to wake up and face everything, but some days I do. It's like, come on, let's just do this. Let's just go. You know, come on, mind. You've played around with me enough. Let's just open up what needs to be opened up and let the floodgates go. Let's just do this. I want to get it done. I want to, and then the other half of my brain shuts it down and says, nope, not today. Not today. It's not going to happen today. So, yeah, that's where that's at. I'm in a really big confetti stage here, and oy vey. It's like you'll put them away. There's 1, 2, you'll pick them out, and then you'll put it away, and then there's more that appear. So it's like, ugh, the pain, the agony. The pain and the agony. Anywho, I'm back at work. If you didn't, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys. If you didn't know, I am back at work, which has been interesting. I am catching up ever so slowly. In the line of work that I do, it's almost virtually impossible to be fully caught up. And just when you think that you are, there's always something. There's my coffee machine. Can you hear it in the far distance? Probably not. Yeah, so I've had such beautiful support from work. I don't know that anyone watches my channel here from work, but I have had the most amazing support from my colleagues. It's really hard in my line of work when someone is away it's not hard, but it's hard. It's really, yeah, I know, I'm just contradicting myself, because we all have our own properties that we look after. Okay, so I look after, I think my last count was 180 properties. And when you're looking after someone else, we call them portfolios. So when you're looking after someone else's portfolio, it's difficult because, for example, I know what's going on with my properties, and I'll have the odd phone conversation or email or this, that, the other, and I know what's going on. And it's very, hard sometimes when there's an ongoing issue or something like that for someone else to kind of walk in and go, oh, holy hell, I have no clue what's going on. Oh, sugar, that just slid down. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, and it can be a bit difficult. It can be a bit difficult. And for those of you that noticed that I just sort of squished them wherever they needed to be, yes, I'm well aware of it. So before you start tip-tapping on your comments down there saying, Grace, you put them in the wrong one, it's like, my care factor is 0. 0. I am not that precious. I really am not. If there's one diamond that is in its wrong position, meh. This is a 90 by 120. I dare you to go find it when it's hanging up. When it's hanging up, and tell me that it's been misplaced. Oh my gosh, can you imagine that someone did and be like, that specific little diamond right there just doesn't look right, and imagine they were right. Oh my gosh, that'd be enough to drive me mad. So yes, back at work. Am I enjoying it? Look, I love my job. It's the kind of role that you need to love your work. You need to love your job in order to last so long and do it well. I'd like to think that I do it well most days. I am human. I will not always get it right. And that's okay too, because, well, it's not okay because not getting it right in my line of work can be quite a disastrous outcome. But my opinion on it is that nobody is perfect. No one is ever going to do everything exactly perfect every time. And if mistakes are made or whatever happens, by no means is it ever deliberate. So I know people, as I said, people from my work, they don't watch my channel, but they did an amazing job, and that was kind of like such a big support in its own way. But I'm still catching up. 2 weeks back at work, and I'm still trying to catch up on stuff, because obviously in one shift things move so quickly and change so quickly, like in a day's work, let alone 2 weeks. And for me to sort of catch up on all of that, it's been a struggle. It's been a bit of a struggle. Gotta love all these changes of colour, but it doesn't matter. There's not much colour blocking in this painting, so it was a matter of this or get out another work in progress where there's a bit of colour blocking. But then, nah, I'm just gonna plod along with this. This WIP N CHAT's gonna go all over the place. I've got to say a shout out to my offspring, who have been absolutely phenomenal during these times. Especially offspring, I mean both of them, but offspring number 2, and this is why I don't I don't vent down. And when I say down, I don't mean down as in looking down at people. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee. I don't, I'm very mindful of talking to people in the sense of who I'm talking to, and knowing, and especially if I know health. Knowing what they've gone through or what they may be going through, I don't want to add. That wax come out, good Lord. I just don't want to. I don't want to burden them. I feel like I'm a burden. Ow, I just hit my head. Oh, stupid camera. Come down here. Thank you. Behave yourself. Be good to the peoples, please. Gosh, I know it's been a while, you and I, camera, but, you know, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Yes, there's a hair in there. I don't like the thought of, you know, if someone else is going through things, for me to burden them. And I've always kind of said, you know, it's not my kids' job to, you know, to bear my burdens, if that makes sense. I've always said, you know, it's not their job to fix me if I'm broken, or, you know, it's my job. I've always felt it as a mama bear, that it's my role to protect them, my role to help them. It's really weird. I don't want them to take on. Oh, that's a thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to find. Yeah, I don't want them to be concerned for me. You know, I want them to be living their best life. I don't, and not concern for me, because I know what that's like. I have had concerns for my dad, and it consumed me. I have concerns for my mum. That worries me. And as the daughter, as the child, this is really upsetting me now. I'm just going to go for this one. As the, you know, as my mum's daughter, that makes sense to you, doesn't it? As my mum's daughter, I know what that does to me, how much energy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. She's my mother. I would do anything. But I know what that does for me and my space. Oh, sugar. My headspace. And I don't want that for my kids. They don't need it. They, you know, they just do not need it. I have always taken on that role to look after everyone. And I don't want to be the cause of someone else being concerned for me. Not because I'm too proud, but because I just don't want them to be, you know, stressing over me. Which brings me to the next point. And here and on YouTube and in front of everyone, I am not ashamed to say, and I've already said that I'm not coping, right? But I'm not ashamed to say that the next step for me will be to go talk to someone on a professional platform. There is no shame in reaching out and asking for help. There's just not. And I'm not ashamed to admit it at all. I'm actually quite yeah, I'm quite comfortable in saying it. If people who are listening have an issue with me saying it, or think it's a bit of baloney, or whatever your opinions are, if you don't feel that, for whatever reason, you disagree with me saying that, that's okay. You're allowed to disagree. If you feel the necessity to comment, the only thing that I would ask is to keep it kind, because please keep in mind that whilst I do respect everyone's opinion, and I do respect everyone's opinion, that you can say anything, you know, you like, but it can be said in a nice way, or it can be said in a nasty way. And I'm mindful of the fact that not only do I read your comments, but I also have everyone else who may take time to read your comment, and I don't want your comments hurting anyone else that might be reading. Does that make sense? Like, just be mindful, because what you say in the comments, other people read, and they could be going through some stuff. Now, I'm the creator and you're listening to me, but someone else who's also listening to me, I don't want, you know, if you disagree with something, for your comments to hurt them. Yeah? If that makes sense. I told you it's going to be an all over the place WIP N CHAT at the moment today. And the fact that I'm getting super close to finishing this, you know what? This is just getting way painful. I've got to reload this. Yeah, just be mindful of how you get your opinion across. Yeah. Or simply don't say anything at all. There's a thought. If you're feeling that strongly about it, that's all I ask. But getting back to the topic at hand, yes, here in Australia we have something that's called an enhanced primary care plan. I think it's still called that, I'm not sure. And it allows, it used to be 10, and I believe if it hasn't changed because of the, you know, the C-19 that's hit us for the last 2 years, they changed it to 20 visits. It used to be 10 visits, and you can go and see a whole array of different, seriously, why are you not behaving? Let me deal with this wax once and for all. You can go see a whole array of, oh, that's why it's disgusting in there. A whole array of physicians for different things. It's based on if you're suffering from something that's acute or chronic. Chronic being long-term, acute being short-term. And I believe if you go see your GP, you have a lengthy conversation or consultation, I should say, with them, and they determine whether or not whatever ailment or problem it is that you have is acute or chronic, and they write up a script or a letter, and you then qualify for these 10 or maybe 20. As I said, I don't know if it's reverted back to 10 visits to a variety of healthcare professionals. And it could be podiatry, it could be physiotherapy, all the things like that. So step one is me making an appointment with my GP. If you don't know what a GP is, it's a general practitioner. That's what we call our doctors here. Very rarely are they called we call them physicians, but they're not referred to as physicians in just general conversation. Sitting down, making that appointment, having that conversation, and getting a referral, and then finding someone that I can connect with. Now, I think I was saying this to Jenny with an I, the Uncrafty Crafter, one of my besties on here. She's actually my sister wife on YouTube. And I said, I do want to do this, I really, really do, but I also want to find someone who is prepared to meet me face to face. I don't want to be doing this on a Zoom call. I just don't. It's if that's the case, I'd rather just not. I know that sounds really weird, I don't mean to sound like a princess or anything like that, but that's how I want it done. I'm down to the last diamonds in this section, and I always leave the ABs till last. So this is the white AB. I can't remember. What's this one? This is good question, Gracie. Where's the other numbers? It's not on here. Well, that's just silly. I didn't write the other numbers on here. Oh, anyway. Oh, 48 is 3865. There you go. It's the white one. That was not me letting out a puff of air from my behind. That was my chair squeaking. So please be mindful of that. And this one here is a beautiful orange. I don't know. Can you see the sparkle? Look at that. That's the orange AB. The lighting's not the best here at the moment. So yeah, I won't say excited. I'm not excited. I am looking forward to it. I just need to basically get my act together and make that first appointment and go get a referral. I just get to the weekends and I just want to not do anything though, you know. I was going to be doing some housework this morning, and I still have to do housework. Oh, gosh, I've got to do some housework. I really have to do some housework. I've got a whole butt ton of washing to do, you know, but it can wait, yeah. 1 hour here or there ain't gonna hurt anything. And it's like I did have a girlfriend of mine message me to come over this weekend, but I'm kind of I don't have the mental capacity at the moment. It's weird. I just need a bit of quiet time. I really just need a bit of quiet time to sit and be and just quietly diamond paint, quietly do my thing, do my housework. I told my mum a couple of days ago that I just wasn't coping. I feel that was a mistake, because for the longest time, you know, she hasn't seen me break down. She hasn't seen me, you know, and I can't do that with her. I just can't. She has her own burdens, her own sorrow to deal with, and I know that in a way you know, she's my mama bear, you know, it's innate, it's ingrained in her as it is for me to look after my kids, that she would look after me. And regardless of the fact that I'm 50 years old, I'm still her daughter, and, you know, she feels that, you know, motherly thing to come and protect me from pain and everything, but I just can't. I really cannot. It's not that she doesn't offer it, it's just that I can't. It's just not within my grain, because I don't want to set her off. I don't want... Oh, crap. Gotta love that, don't you? Just gotta love that. You know, that's never happened. Not really. Well, it has, but very rarely. And of course, it's got to happen on a WIP N CHAT, doesn't it? Oh, yay. How am I going to do this? Oh, go on. Tip over again, Grace. Jeez. Why don't we close it? Lucky it was on the plastic. Let's just deal with this. These are the black ABs, the 310s, by the way. All right, let's get you from under this plastic. Ay, ay, ay. How many of you have gone, oh, let me stop, rewind, what happened? Yes, Gracie tipped her diamonds. And I'm just going to tip them. There you go. Look at these 3 10s. Oof. I mean, like, seriously. Just can't deal. I think I'll single place these ones in. Yeah, so she's coming tomorrow because, as I said, I told her the other day that I wasn't coping, and I think a few alarm bells have gone off for her. I'm okay, guys. I'm not sitting here, and I'm not about to sit here and say I'm falling apart or anything like that, because I'm not. I'm holding it together, for better, for worse, for the right reasons, for the wrong reasons, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm just doing what I got to do. This section is finished. Yay! Round of applause. And the crowd goes wild. Did I just see? Thought I saw an empty spot there, but no. Yay, 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 yay. I finished my statue. My statue. Got a loose one there. I've got so many loose ones that just fall. Not that they come off the canvas, but they flick out of the jars and they just go flying. Love it. Love it, love it. I always try and remember to do this after each time I do a section, after each time even if I don't finish the section, at least every time I finish a session, if that makes sense. Glad to get rid of this. And my knife is my Sandra knife. I call it my Sandra knife because it was gifted to me by the lovely Sandra West, along with this keychain that I put on here as well. So this was gifted to me by gorgeous Sandra West. If you're listening, Sandra, love and hugs to you, sweetheart. I hope Mike's going well. Mike's going well. Let's have a coffee. Hey, you guys get to see me start a new section. But pardon me. This is the washi tape that came with the painting, and this is just some glitter tape that I don't know. I think I got it from Kmart at the time. And I'm kind of using a bit of both at the moment. Since starting this channel, I've had a lot of you say, you know, how listening to either myself or other creators, and how the community and the creators help so many. And I'm not fussy about my size of sections. I just sort of eyeball and say, yeah, that chunk will do next, yeah, because there's nothing real. I might do it after these colors here, so that, yeah. So, and I too have always kind of listened for the same reasons. In this last month, I have really leaned on YouTube videos, on listening in the background to lives for my sense of escapism and my way of coping with what's going on. It's been my way to escape and, how can I say it, immerse myself in not immerse myself because I was listening in the background, but, you know, just forget what was going on and yeah, countless lives I was listening, like I said, in the background, because I just didn't want to make myself, you know, not because of anything, not because I was being shady or anything like that. It's just that I didn't want to, I wasn't in the right frame of, oh my gosh, Gracie, get your words. I wasn't in the right frame of mind to, there's a diamond there missing, to participate. Gosh, to participate. But I was watching and I was listening, and sometimes was even able to manage to crack a smile. So yeah, that was important. It was important. Which one should I do? A yellow? Should I do the yellow section or the pinks? I think I'll do the pinks and then I'll do the yellows up there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. We'll do number 3 here. But offspring of, they used to come to me Monday to Monday. They decide, I keep hitting the camera because my big buff head's there. So I do apologise if that's bumping and you happen to be watching. Who watches? Who watches and who does their own thing? Offspring have gone back to their dads. They were here for almost 2 weeks because they used to come Monday to Monday, and now they've switched. They wanted to switch it back to Friday to Friday. So they went back yesterday, and they'll be back next Friday, which is Good Friday. And again, I say it respectfully, I've never been a big fan of Easter, and not really. To me, Easter is the same with Christmas. It just means family gatherings. So Christmas we used to do at Mum and Dad's, and Easter my auntie would always do, just to sort of split it. But not only is it a, what would you say, tradition, culturally, I want to say, it maybe is the correct word. Culturally, as Italians, for the first year, we really don't celebrate anything after someone passes, in the sense of we don't do parties, we just don't do anything for the first year, out of respect. Now, that's the cultural aspect, but to be fair and to be honest, I really don't feel like it anyway. At all. So we won't be going, well, I won't be anyway. What everyone else chooses to do, that's up to them. But I really don't feel like being around anyone this Easter. To be fair, the offspring will be with me, and I think what we might do is just go around and see my grandmothers and my mum and call it a day, and even that's going to be exhausting emotionally and everything else. But yeah, I don't feel like it. I just don't want to. And it's Easter is particularly harder for me also, and has been for the last 7 years, because Easter, and particularly at my auntie's house, was the last time I actually saw my brother Anthony alive. And so that always kind of makes me sad. So it's always a reflective time, and not fun for me. Not fun. and hasn't been so since his passing. So yeah, combine that with Dad, and we've got a real recipe for just goodness knows what. Ideally, I wouldn't mind, because the boys are going to be with me, ideally I wouldn't mind grabbing them and doing what we've got to do with the family, and actually just maybe might even go for a drive, just do something completely different, get them out of the house, get me out of the house. Yeah, just yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But I'm sorry guys, this isn't a terribly exciting WIP N CHAT. I know many of you have reached out and have said that you've experienced similar, or sadly maybe going through a similar stage of looking after a loved one who's not well. So to those people who have gone through or are going through, know that of course I do know exactly what it is that you're going through, as many of you have said to me, you know, that you know what I'm feeling and things like that. And I won't sit here and say I know what you're feeling, because each of your relationships with your loved ones is your journey and what it means to you and everything like that. But I certainly know what that pain is about, what that when I say I know what that pain is about, yes, I'm in pain, but the pain really hasn't hit. So yeah, watch this space when it does. I guess one of the reasons I'm opening up and being so vulnerably honest with everybody is that the event that I hosted with Abigail Marie, Diamonds of Loss, Abigail Marie, was around mental health and reaching out and taking away the stigma of, you know, goodness me, if you're in a bad place, we can't talk about it, or, you know, I'll be shunned, or it's embarrassing, or this or that, or everything. No. I am opening up here, and because I am a person who walks the walk and talks the talk, and if, you know, I to all of you, and letting you know that I will be reaching out for some help. Hopefully it will be it will give someone out there who may be thinking they can't do it, that yes you can. Yes you can. You really can. It's whatever you tell yourself is what you can achieve. So if you tell yourself that you can't, then you won't. Honestly, if you're sitting there listening to me and you're saying, oh, there's no way I could do that, Grace, well, you're telling yourself already that you can't. You're telling yourself, you're already convincing yourself that you can't do it, so you won't. If you sit and you think and reflect and say, I can do this, and then when all the little voices in your head say, oh, no you can't, it's like, well, hang on a minute, you're telling me I can't, give me the reason why. Like, make it, like, have these, it's an internal thing, yeah, and it takes a great deal of like just stepping back and going, well, I'm telling myself that I can't do something, why can't I? Like, make yourself accountable to you. Why can't you? Why can't you pick up the phone and make an appointment to go see a health professional? What's stopping you? What is the biggest thing that's stopping you? And when you find out what that biggest thing is that's stopping you, then you start breaking that down, and it's like, okay, is it because you are a full-time mum and you've got no one to look after the kids, or a full-time dad if you're a dad listening, and you've got no time to look after the kids, or no one to look after the kids? There are ways around these things. There are ways around, and there is a way. You've just got to find it, and believe me and trust me, if you truly, truly want something, you will make it happen. You really, really will, but you really, truly, truly got to want it, because if you don't, and you tell yourself that you do, but only if it's easy to do, then you're not gonna make it happen. Life is full of obstacles. Life is full of struggles. The good old cliche, life wasn't meant to be easy, kicks in right about now, and I hate that saying, but it's true. It wasn't meant to be easy, and we all know it, because we've all experienced it. Who's had an easy life? I don't know anyone who's had easy. However, we all do have the same opportunities to make choices, and that's where the beauty of individuality comes in. That you have the power to make a choice. And what's your choice today? What are you going to choose today? We can choose to wallow. We can choose to be sitting in a world of self-pity. We can be choosing to confront our fears and our sorrows and our pain. We can choose to be in denial. Now, I said earlier today, I am in denial, and I know that my brain has actively thrown me into that headspace. I know it for a fact. And it's not that I'm choosing it, because I guess actively I am choosing it, or subconsciously I should say I'm choosing it, because I know that I am not equipped to deal with facing it yet. Does that make sense? Like, I know that I don't have the strength or the skill sets to deal with the gravity and the reality of what's happened. And so subconsciously, my brain's gone, nope, you're not thinking about this today. We're not doing this today. And so that to me tells me that I need to be able to process this in the presence of someone who is a professional, someone who can give me the strategies that if I am triggered into a situation, that I know how to deal with it. And I'm not saying that my friends can't give me that that advice or guidance that, I've got some awesome friends that have given me a lot of advice and guidance. I just feel that I've got a lot of baggage to unpack. As one of my dear friends always, she uses that term, and I like that term. I've got a lot of baggage to unpack. And I need to be able to do it in such a way that I don't want to be conscious of who it is that I'm talking to and triggering that person, or anything like that. I just need a stranger, if that makes sense. I just need someone who's professionally trained, that can take and soak up. A professionally trained person won't soak up that energy or anything, but they will be able to listen without me having to worry about burdening them, if that makes sense. Because I guess what it stems down to, or what it breaks down to, there's another 3, damn it. What it breaks down to is exactly that. I don't want to, I always feel like I'm a burden, and I don't want to be a burden. And all my YouTube friends and people who have reached out, it's not like I'm kind of really selective. I'm really selective about who I open up to and what I say. And you know what? I'm not ashamed to say that. And if you're feeling a bit butthurt by that, in the sense of like, well, why doesn't Gracie talk to me or anything like that? Trust me, if we've connected or spoken on a private platform somewhere and I have opened up and said some things and some phrases and whatever, that's a lot for me, because again, I do that because I don't want to upset the other person reading on the other end of the screen. Makes sense? That's weird. I know, I'm wired in a funny way, I guess. Anyway, so I feel like I've been rambling and haven't even given anything of substance. Oh yay. Let's talk about something completely different. Alright, so I pretty much in every single one of my lives will address the fact that I have all the giveaways that I had done from last year. I still haven't sent them out. Okay, I own that, I know that, they have not been sent out yet. Combination of so many different factors, and the reason that I bring it up continuously is that I want you to know that I will be held accountable. I'm not shying away. Yes, gosh, they are so late in getting to you, so late. They haven't been quick, smart, you know, you won today and they're in the mail tomorrow. No, they haven't been, and I own that 100%. But please understand a couple of things. That yes, I did offer to do these things, and yes, I am still standing by sending them out. It's still going to happen. Between these are not excuses. I don't believe in excuses. I honestly, there are no excuses. The reason though, there are some reasons, and if you choose to forgive me, that would be lovely. If you're shitty with me and you've won something and you're shitty because you haven't received it, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm not withholding it from anyone for any malicious reason, trust me. Between, I think when this all started, between COVID and me needing to get to shops to sort of get a few trinkets to add and everything else, and then the thing of me having to move house, the expenses that have come with that, and I'm still paying them off. It's just been one shitstorm after another, and they just haven't gone out. The good thing is that I've actually pretty much got everything ready to go. Like, I've now got all my little, extra little bits of things to go, and for that I'm excited. And I'll be sending, in addition to whatever it is that you won on whatever giveaway, I'll be sending just this little something extra as well. I've decided that I will be also sending probably an extra diamond painting from the budget companies that I have reviewed over the whole course of the time on YouTube. I've got so many there. I'm not going to get to do them all, and I don't know everyone's taste, and if you don't like what you receive, then I'm sorry, but it'll be just a random, you know, extra bonus. This is here, and if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If not, you're welcome to pay it forward and give it to someone who does, but I'll be organising all that as well. So I wanted to make a distinct difference though, and let me just say that if you had have purchased something, it would have been a completely different story. It would have been a completely different story. I didn't sell anything. I didn't make any money from the giveaways, in the sense of, like, you know, they weren't sold to anyone. They were my giveaways to give to you guys. And, you know, I know you've been waiting for them, but I feel that, you know, just if you can be, it's not like I took your money and I've run away with it and haven't posted anything out and anything like that, if that makes sense. And again, I'm not making excuses or anything like that, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you will receive your gifts, and my way of saying thank you for your patience will be to add something extra in there for you. Okay. I have probably got, by the time I'm finished, it's going to be, I reckon, close to $700 or $800 in postage to send everything out, because a lot of these are going overseas, because I don't make any different. I don't think of overseas any different to local to Australia. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, if you live overseas and you're a subscriber, you are on equal footing. When I say equal footing, like, you know, why should I say no, I'm not sending overseas because it's going to cost me in postage? At the end of the day, to me, when I say money goes into the channel to support the channel, it goes towards things like postage. So that's just the way I think of it. It supports the channel. It allows me to buy things to show you. It allows me to give back to you by way of either posting prizes out or buying gift cards for people, all that sort of stuff. So I know you've heard it. If you haven't, if this is the first time that you've heard me talking about these giveaways, what it is last year, I think for the month of, when was it? There were a few before December, and I've got them written down, but for the month of December at least, I know I was doing giveaways on every one of my lives, and, you know, leading up to Christmas, all that sort of jazz. And there were winners there. So I've got them all there, and I've got a big box of stuff to embellish them with as well. And I've got to go back through all my emails. And make sure that I get the right thing. I had done all of that. I had written it all out, who got what and everything like that, but I'll have to double check and triple check, and before I start actually writing up everything and packaging it all, I will have to reach out to all the winners again and make sure that I've got it right, because gosh forbid I should get it wrong and send out the wrong thing to the wrong person. But I think I'm going to leave it there. I've got to go put some washing on. I'm going to have to put some washing on. I may or may not load. I probably will load this up before tomorrow's live. We'll see how we go. But gosh, it's been a bit of a rambling WIP and chat. I guess I just needed to let you guys know where I'm at. Who knows, maybe by this afternoon I might be cheery uppio and even do an unboxing. That would be awesome. I think the thing that will allow me to get into a better mood for my unboxing is if I actually do my housework first. Weird, I know, right? Weird. Anywho, if you've gotten this far, I would absolutely love for you to, what can I say? Maybe if you get to the end of this video and I don't know, this one's called Melody in Pink, so I don't know, maybe use the word pink somewhere in a sentence. There you go. How's that for something random? Just use the word pink for something random in a sentence. Look guys, for those that have watched, I really, really do appreciate your support and you watching to the end. I promise things are going to get better. Gracie will be back. Gracie will be back. Just a little bit of time and patience and understanding and your continuing support will get me there. So with that being said, please guys, wherever you are in your part of the world, look after yourselves, look after each other, have each other's backs. It is so super important. Okay, until I see you all next time, I am going to send you all much love and of course, ciao for now.